Welcome to If This Bar Could Talk, a podcast about bartenders and the stories they have to tell, as well as the storied history of cocktails, spirits, and bars. I'm Blair Beavers, and here's your host, Leanne Sims.
I thought that was pretty good.
Okay, welcome listeners. We are here at the Light of Seven Matchsticks in Worthington, Ohio, with the Matchsticks crew. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
So we're just gonna go around, and I want you to introduce yourselves. We'll start here.
Kiara Wakeham.
I'm Tess Webster.
I'm Lana Baker / Dolores DeLuca.
I'm Chris Merrick.
PJ Ford.
All right, welcome, guys. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks for doing this. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So we are here in the basement, basically, of Natalie's Coal-Fired Pizza. What is the connection between Natalie's and Light of Seven Matchsticks?
It's same ownership. When Natalie's Coal-Fired Pizza was about 5 years old, they got slapped by their landlord saying they had they recognized their basement as a separate space, so they doubled their rent pretty much. And being the resourceful people they are, they were just well, let's turn it into a speakeasy, and they kind of flipped it really quickly. They had this whole vibe that they really loved from speakeasies, and they're huge movie and music buffs, and that's where the name Light of Seven Matchsticks come from. It comes from Moonrise Kingdom, the Wes Anderson movie. It's one of the books that Susie Bishop reads. But so they opened this kind of almost out of necessity, but it's been raised up to be this thing that's lasted 5 years and 5.5 now, and and fostered these great humans.
Yeah. And PJ, you're the manager?
Yeah.
And you guys were the first speakeasy in Columbus, right?
Yeah, I think so. We don't label ourselves as much, we're definitely influenced, but I think because we're in a basement and there's no signage, we're speakeasy. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think there was another kind of that style.
I can't think of one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We don't really call ourselves a speakeasy. Google does, certainly. Google calls us a Wes Anderson themed speakeasy bar.
Really?
Some people come in and are very upset that we don't have more Wes Anderson references and there wasn't a password at the door.
Yeah.
And,
or we have social media.
yeah.
There's a people.
There's a people.
Yeah.
So, Kira, how long have you been here?
I just started here a couple months ago, but Matchsticks has been one of my favorite bars in Columbus since probably 2017, and I never thought that I was qualified to work here, or even really thought to apply. But I'm just super fortunate to have been brought on, and I'm truly loving it.
So what is your position here?
I just started training on the bar last week, but we all kind of wear the same hat. We kind of just all do everything, whether it's support or serving or bartending. It's just really a team effort.
So is this your first bartending gig?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I've been bartending for 4 or 5 years, but I've been in the service industry for 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just fell in love with this bar and you were I want to work here. Why did you think that you weren't qualified?
Just because I think the level of execution that Matchsticks kind of has always had, it's just kind of a little intimidating. Sometimes, and it's it requires you to have a lot of knowledge, and I've never really put together a cocktail program, so it's probably just a little bit of insecurity, because I'm very knowledgeable, I'm very qualified, I could probably work anywhere in this city, but it's definitely just insecurity. Yeah, I'll just be very honest. I'm insecure. I'm qualified. No, I open the Keep Elevec Tower, and I also work at Chapman's Eat Market in German Village, and I've been kind of all over Columbus, but I just never, I don't know. Chris is United States Bartenders Guild Top 100. Walking into that, it's just like a little intimidating, but it's also super inspiring because I'm like, I've known Chris for years, and I met him when he was a barback, and to have seen like how much he's truly like grown and like is thriving in this place now is like very inspiring, and it makes me like want to do more, and like I could potentially do that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Tess, how long have you been here?
I started like early September of last year, so not
What
quite
brought
a year.
you here?
I was working at Wolf's Ridge Brewery and just kind of wanted to branch out a little bit more and kind of do something that was a little bit more interesting, just because like it's a great place. Like Wolf's Ridge is really cool, but you're just kind of pouring beers all day, and it gets kind of old after a while, and I just wanted to work somewhere that was a little bit more engaging and interesting and learn some stuff and meet some cool people. So I applied, and PJ hired me for some reason.
So, have you learned some stuff?
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think is the most important thing you've learned since you've been here?
I mean, we just like try stuff so often that it's kind of like impossible to learn at a place that won't let you just like try something. So like a lot of bars will ask like, what's that? And they're like, oh, let me describe it to you verbally, and you never know what that is.
Yeah.
But here they're just kind of like, here, try a little bit of it, and then here's a cocktail that it's in, and it's good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Also, she won't ever bring it up, but like she's like awesome designer, and she's designed our like menus, and like anytime we have like a special event or something, she's like done it. So she's like a really talented artist.
Nice.
That, and then show them the drawings. There's like little cocktails next to all of our cocktails listed that she like hand drew, and so she did all of these.
Oh, well done,
and
Tess.
like reformatted everything. But I know she would never say it, so someone else has to say it.
Very well done.
Yeah.
So, Dolores, aka, or tell me your names again.
My real name's Lana Baker, but when I'm working here, I go by Dolores De Luca.
Dolores De Luca. Why the two names? Are you in the witness protection program?
Oh, I do like to say that I'm on the run from the feds. But I like to say I'm a second generation bootlegger or rum runner.
Okay.
My folks own a speakeasy in my home state,
Which is?
Virginia.
Okay.
So when I came here to Matchsticks, I just kind of pitched PJ my act, because we had a character bar where everyone was dressed up in costumes.
Okay.
So I just kind of pitched to him the idea of server entertainment.
Okay.
So I like to...
Is that why I thought you were British?
I'm Sicilian, actually. It's Dolores, don't do me wrong, De Luca. And he went for it for some crazy reason. Chris is a clown, and I guess I'm a little bit of a clown too, so...
She's like, are you like willing to work with me if like I come to work like this? And I'm like, I have no idea. I've never encountered something like this before.
I remember being here that day, and Lana came in full flapper dress, like would you call it a hairnet type thing?
Oh, like my finger waves and my pin curls and everything?
But you had like some
Yeah.
sort of like mesh thing with beads on it or
Oh,
something
yeah.
on it.
Costumes.
Full flapper like dress 1920s.
Fur coat.
She's like, you guys don't all dress like this? I was like,
Yeah.
no.
I was surprised.
When
I was
she didn't tell
14.
us her real name. Like the rest of the staff met her, and we were like, "Wait, what was your name?" And she's like, in full character still, like Dolores De Luca, and we were like, and then she leans to PJ and is like, "Don't tell him my other name," and we were just like, "What is?" And then she like left, and all of us were just, and we were like. PJ sat us down and explained to us what just happened in that interview, and all of us were just kind of like, I have no idea.
Did PJ tell you his name really isn't PJ?
Your name's not PJ.
Shh, can we say that? Don't?
There's no secrets. I mean, there's lots of secrets.
I mean, I call PJ Dad. It's a whole
That's
different.
fitting.
It's a whole different issue in my life.
So, Dolores, your parents, is it similar to this place, or
It's similar in the sense that it's a speakeasy with really cool lighting and cushy velvet seating. But no, their bar is extremely hardcore 1920s themed with a secret entrance and a passcode. Everyone's in character, everyone's in costume. All our backstories were intertwined and everything. So I pitched to PJ the idea of me just being in character 24/7 here and just freaking the guests out.
I think that's an awesome idea. That's so interesting. I love that.
It's a little weird that I'm the only one who does it here, but I couldn't leave
like
Dolores
that.
behind in Virginia. I had to bring her with me to Columbus.
I love
That's
that.
awesome.
Oh, Dolores at Matchsticks is going to be the talk of the town very soon.
She's already been here a while.
And you're a bartender as well?
No, I'm not a bartender.
Okay, what do you do here?
I would call myself a server / entertainer.
Okay.
I think. I think I'm really genuinely just here for the jokes. I don't share the passion for alcohol that these four share. I just
Okay.
don't like to drink that much. But I do love crazy ideas. So when we're talking about garnishes and the little spiels that we give with the drinks and that kind of stuff, I'm on top of it. But the palate, I'm still working on the palate. I'm too much of a lightweight to grow it very quickly.
Nothing wrong with that. And Chris, I know you're a bartender.
Yes.
How long have you been here?
A year and some change now.
And you were where before?
Bounced around a couple places. I started at High Bank Distillery. Met PJ through and actually you two, through a cocktail competition, Best of the Worst at Denmark. Was kind of pushed a little bit to leave High Bank and kind of end up in more of a hardcore craft cocktail from there. Pandemic hit, kind of spent those months just sitting there at my house researching how to make classics and buying a bottle and making those at home and kind of running through classics and learning that. Ended up at Zaftig Italian Village, ended up being beverage manager there, put out a cocktail menu, realized management is hard. It sucks, especially when you just kind of are thrown into it and don't really have a game plan or a mentor to get you through it initially. And so it was kind of miserable managing there because I wasn't ready for it. And saw PJ had put out a thing about looking for bartenders. DM'd him and was like, where at? And he was like, Grandview or Matchsticks is reopening. I was like, I would love to interview for that. Only having heard of Matchsticks, I'd never actually been in, because I was working at High Bank so much, I never had the chance to come in. And honestly, half the time Matchsticks is, it's been 5 years now. I couldn't even drink when Matchsticks first opened, legally. And so, like, came in, interviewed, loved the space, and like helped to refinish the bar top to reopen for after COVID. Helped with the first menu some, and kind of like Kiki was saying, like was horrified because I came in and I remember the first night it was like a soft open. We had two Uber regulars who now are like I know are great people, super chill. But it was Laura and John who are like two super Uber regulars. They've done work on our bar before. They've put in the like purse hooks underneath the bar for us. They do amazing stuff for this bar. They're in front of me, and all the bar staff, or PJ and Willie, who's not at the bar with us anymore. He hasn't died. He just had a kid and left. Shout out to Willie though, but they were all kind of like nudging me, like, "Don't mess it up." John and Laura are a big deal, and I was physically shaking so much I was like spilling out of my jigger, and I was just terrified my first day here. Because the same thing. It was like, what am I doing here at this bar that is, kind of like revered around the city as one of the greats, and it's horrifying coming into that. And then you have a great boss like PJ, who is the best GM, beverage manager, all the titles that I've ever had. Is very patient, has never lost his cool on anyone as far as I know. If you're doing something wrong, he'll tell you, but he won't come and rip you a new one. He'll just tell you, hey, don't do it like this, do it like this.
Never heard PJ yell.
Never heard him yell.
Heard him sing a lot.
But, like, I think at its core, a bar starts with a great manager and who really pulls it all together.
What a nice thing to say. PJ, how does that make you
Thanks,
feel? not only to hear that from your worker, but also to know that you've created such an amazing place that's known all over Columbus and probably beyond. How does that feel?
It feels like Plato's allegory of the cave. Like I just live in this basement. I don't know what's going on outside, and I just gotta just do whatever. And then people come down, they're like, "This is great." I'm like, "Sure." I have no reference.
That keeps it easy.
Yeah.
So, I know PJ has taught you all a lot. How many pie charts has he used in educating you? Any pie charts?
Zero.
No.
The only pie chart I've ever seen is the one you guys posted on one of the craft cocktail tours.
Yeah.
That as soon as I saw it, went, oh my god. And then reposted it because I was like, yeah, this is exactly how this guy's brain works. Like, just.
I need to make you guys some pie charts.
Yeah, who doesn't love a pie chart?
Yeah.
I know. I haven't seen any pie
Education.
charts yet.
So tell me about the process of creating cocktails, PJ. Is it a collaboration or how does it work?
I definitely think it starts with like a small seed and like kind of like a general like idea, and like you can absolutely like hone in on it, but then you bring it to your people, and then you're tasting it and they give you ideas and they're like, how about this? Well, what if we do this? We need to scale this back a little bit or bring it up a little bit, and it should be torn apart.
Yeah.
Honestly, until it is exactly what you want it to be.
So then once you get to that point where you all are in agreement that it's a good cocktail, then you take a step back and go, wait, will the public like this also? Because your palate might be a little different and more refined than the regular person. Do you ever do that?
So we have what is called a pitch meeting, and our drink menu currently has 16 craft cocktails on it. So we're pitching more than that as a group. PJ will come in with like 15 every time, but the rest of us will come in with at least 3 or 4.
Overachiever.
The man's brain doesn't stop. But we'll all come in with like a good amount of ideas, and then it comes as more of like a, which ones were our best, which ones did we all like the most, and then also there is a balance of like, we can't have 15 drinks that are all Fernet based on the menu. The general public won't like that. So there is a balance of like, we need certain spirits shaken and stirred, and also certain styles of like something over soda or bubbles or something like that. Maybe an egg white, like we want to have an egg white cocktail on this menu, so we need like make sure we have at least one egg white cocktail. Do we have a drink that would benefit from adding an egg white to it then? And sort of that thing. Stuff over rocks, stuff in coupes, also just as a glassware balance. Because if everything is in rocks, we're going to run out of glassware in 30 seconds at this bar. So
I feel like every cocktail I've ever ordered at this bar has been like, the presentation is almost as good as the cocktail itself. Do you guys put a lot of thought into how you're going to present it and your little magic tricks and so forth?
literal.
Yeah, I think so. Because like you eat with your eyes, and also like, not gonna lie, these drinks are expensive, and so it's like kind of like a little lackluster when you just slap a coupe in front of someone and there's nothing on it. But like you're coming into this basement and there's no windows. Again, like you don't know what the outside world's doing. It could just be on fire and you'd have no idea. And
It wouldn't matter because you're here and there's plenty of cocktails.
Yeah, exactly. So I think like just being in this other world kind of experience where you're just like you're here. The booth that we're sitting in right now, it like blocks you in. So it's like when you want to present something to someone, give them this drink, you also want like something to go along with it. That goes further than just like, oh, it tastes great. Like you want it to make it look good. You want it to be more of an experience. And that in itself has been like kind of a struggle because our last menu was like almost too much of an experience where like I think you guys came here for that, where we had like the Kahiki cocktail, where we had like a 5-minute spiel and we built it in front of the guests. Like,
I love that so much.
It was great, but like we found that it just like took us away from being able to like interact with other customers.
Sure.
It like was experience was awesome, but it was at a hindrance of each customer because then like when someone needs something, it's like, where are they? Oh, you're giving the speech 3 times in a row to 3 other people, and then other people. Like, so trying to find the balance of like the experience, but still being able to be flexible and like meet all the guest standards and everything.
Do you guys have a favorite cocktail on the menu?
Mine is one of Tessa's 3 days off, the green tea with the furikake. Yeah, that. It's great.
What is that?
It's just a rice seasoning, so it's generally something they'll put inside onigiri, which is just a rice ball.
It's like a garnish on the drink. It's on the outside of the glass, kind of like salt for a margarita.
Yeah, it's got that great savory, salty, sweet thing going on.
They can get really complex. It can be like have fish dust and that sort of thing in it. We kept ours really simple just to make sure that there weren't any dietary restrictions. So it's literally basically seaweed, sea salt, and black and white sesame seeds.
Where did you even hear about this?
The seasoning?
Yeah.
It's pretty trendy right now.
Is it?
It's super trendy.
Yeah.
It's on everything.
So I grew up a lot in Japanese culture. I know Tess frequents Tensuke, which is a Japanese market around the corner on Old Henderson.
Mm-hmm. Garnish was PJ's idea, actually, to put on the outside specifically. The flavors in the drink were already pretty Japanese inspired. I really like Japanese whiskey and flavors. My sibling's husband is Japanese, and I lived with them for a while, so it was a really big influence in my cooking when I was younger.
Okay.
So I got pretty into those flavors and wanted to kind of make a drink that reminded me of that stuff. So there's some umeshu, which is a plum line in it that's sweet, but almost has a little bit of saltiness to it. So the drink is kind of savory. So we also put some Maggi in it, which is kind of like soy sauce. So there's a tiny bit of savoriness to it, and then that the furikake on the side really brings that out, which was really smart of PJ to think of.
I think that's a great example of how every time we would pitch something, PJ would refine it and just take it to the next level. My drink on the menu is a glass of a hot girl's bath water, which was originally just I want this to look like soap. But PJ was able, like I said, my palate's not very refined or mature, and PJ was able to take that, I want this to look like soap, and turn it into something super delicious. Glass of a hot girl's bath water, PJ added, we said chocolate, and PJ added the creme de cacao, and
Infused absinthe.
Sourdough.
Yeah.
the cardamom wasn't original. All these little touches that I would never cross my mind. Let's put a little cardamom, sprinkle a little cardamom in there, but that's PJ.
Yeah.
The only thing I care about is that rubber ducky. Rubber ducky's the best part.
Plastic ducky.
Yeah.
Yeah, PJ is
That's the garnish.
I'll die on the hill.
yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll die on the hill that PJ is the best in the city at balancing out a drink.
The cocktails that you serve are an experience in themselves. I mean, it's just, and the whole space. Who thought of the books? Was that you, PJ?
No, it was before I even came on. I think because the movie is inspired by a book that wasn't even an actual book. They just thought let's have them in the books, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of the bones was already in place. The secret menus in the back, we're using the library cards, ordering through we have that front room that has a secret door that you put your order in and you knock, and ordering on library cards over there too. Yeah, a lot of it was already in place.
All right. Well, tell us, PJ, how our listeners can find you and what your hours are, and if you have a happy hour.
So we're located at 5601 North High. It's just south of Worthington. We're underneath Natalie's Coal Fired Pizza. If you walk up onto the patio and you walk into the window, you will be stopped by the window. But if you turn right, there will be a stair set that's right there. And you'll see a big giraffe. That's where our door is.
Don't.
Yes, giraffe. There is a giraffe.
Don't go out back to the alleyway.
Yeah, don't go to the alleyway. Google will lead you the wrong way. Just go to the parking lot. We're open Wednesday through Sunday, 5 o'clock every day. One of the biggest questions is when do we close, and it's kind of just we decide when to close. We'll usually stay open to when our kitchen is open, but we'll close depending on volume. So it might be 11 o'clock, it might be 2 o'clock, who knows, 2 a.m. And yeah.
Do you have a full kitchen menu?
So we used to have our own special menu, but just back of house employment is really hard to come by. So our kitchen staff up at Natalie's was just getting super stressed running 2 menus, and people were coming down here enough anyways asking for pizza. So we're just running the Natalie's menu, which has been almost like
Makes sense.
yeah, I've heard like almost zero complaints about it. Everyone's like super excited to have their pizza and like I don't know, pizza and a cocktail. Like
Right.
yeah,
You can't
I'm fine
beat
with
it.
that. Yeah.
Who would have thought to do pizza and craft cocktails together?
Yeah.
There's never been a bar like that in Columbus.
But I think all that anyone really cared about, anyways, was the duck fat popcorn, and we did
Yeah,
put that
right.
on.
Yeah.
And that was like when I realized that it wasn't the same menu. I was like, okay, but do we still have popcorn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's always the question.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, but there's popcorn, right? And you're like,
Yeah, of course.
Actually, that was my next question.
Yes, there's that fat popcorn is still here. Yes.
People will riot in the streets the day that goes away.
Yeah.
I would fight for some pop.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
that
our,
good.
be our first
It's
protest
so
here.
Yeah, tell me about that. The protesters. Did you have protesters up here?
Yeah, because at one point we were doing, because upstairs is the music venue, they were requiring vaccination codes, or cards, and because, like, the owners were just firm believers in just, like, being vaccinated, so they wanted to have, like, this incentive for people to get vaccinated. And so, like, the first weekend, I think we had it, there was, like, 40 to 50 people outside protesting signs and everything.
Bombs against
Some
the
guy spit on somebody, and it was just weird.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sure they've never been to Natalie's anyway, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Because I went out and I looked at them. I'm like, I don't recognize any of these people. It's not like they're regulars, but
Yeah. The solution was really nice though. The Whirlybirds, who played every Saturday anyway, upstairs, they do a Swinging Wings event. You can go to that, and then you can come down here and get craft cocktails. Casual pitch.
nice plug, dude.
Thanks. But
Hey, Joe.
they're inside now, but they were outside on the patio last summer. They would do it, and their solution was just to bring bigger speakers and play louder than the
Yeah,
protesters.
so they're just drowning them out.
With the Whirlybirds playing music really loudly over the protesters. And then down here, I think upstairs and downstairs both broke record sales. So great job,
Yeah,
protesters.
so many people
Awesome.
came out to like counter protest
Yeah.
the
Right.
protesters.
That's
like
awesome.
it like definitely was like the opposite reaction they probably wanted because yeah, we were super busy and like all these old regulars came and old employees came.
Yeah.
Like it was really like heartwarming actually.
Yeah.
And then
That's
one of
great.
the old you met Jeremy upstairs, right? Old Jeremy, big Jeremy.
I'm not sure.
He came and like one of the protesters were getting in his face and they like tried to make a joke like, "Are you Natalie?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm Natalie. Like we're all Natalie." And then like it kind of became this thing. Everyone on the patio was like, "We're Natalie. We're all Natalie." You know, it's just
That's
like, yeah.
I'm
And he's like huge guy, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just funny when he's like, "I'm Natalie."
It's like protesters all this. What are you, Natalie?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Natalie, our fearless leader.
Yeah.
Nat Daddy.
Yeah, and like Natalie and Charlie, Charlie's her father, and they're co-owners of this place. Like they're amazing. Like they're so thorough in everything they do. They think things over as much as we do with cocktails down here. They run their business the same way. They're super fostering of creativity. Anybody who wants to do anything, like they're just like, do it. You know, Chris is a magician. They're like, do magic. You know, Tessa's like design. They're like, yeah, do the design. Like Natalie was super supportive of Dolores coming out too. She was like, yeah, let's see how this goes. Like comedy night, one of our guys who used to work here did comedy, and they're like, yeah, let's put it together. Like they're like, if it's
Awesome.
creative, like they want to make sure people are like getting their creative abilities out there, and like people are heard.
Stand up from the waist up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
July 13th.
Wait, what is it?
Our stand up from the waist up. It's like a comedy night that we have here at Matchsticks, and the comedians perform behind the bar, so you can only see them waist up. So it's
Okay.
like they're doing stand
I
up
like
from
that.
the waist up. Yeah.
And that's July 13th.
July 13th, and it's bi-monthly.
September after August?
Yes.
And
July.
speaking of Whirlybirds and magic,
I have no
there's an unofficial date of Chris doing magic with the swinging band, the Whirlybirds, and I'm putting the pressure on right now because they have a date and they have not established anything else, so now they have to. It's official.
What is it? What's the date?
August 14th.
August 14th?
Yeah.
It's generally the first Wednesday of the month. I guess technically this month it's the second. And it's every other month.
And people go online to Natalie's or
Matchsticks. Like
Yeah.
our Matchsticks website will have like a link to the comedy night.
If somebody has gift cards to Natalie's, can they use them here also?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether it's Grandview or upstairs, yeah, they're here.
Good to
And they
know.
can use Matchsticks ones at other places too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. Tess is going to put out an unhappy hour on Thursdays that she's been working towards.
Tess, tell
How about
us
you tell us about that?
Oh,
PJ just
God.
throwing people.
Tess,
It is
Tess,
not-
tell us about the unhappy
It's
hour.
not that thought out yet. I like bartend on Thursdays, and I just want to play my goth music that I like and have people be sad at the bar.
Red wine
like,
specials,
yeah, like
and all
everything
black
that, like, doing,
cocktails.
like maybe a special black cocktail, and then like some discounts on the red wines we have, or something like that.
Do you have
Just
to wear
something like-
black to come in, or
No. This is actually like really out of character for me. I'm wearing like a white shirt today.
It says black.
It does say Black Sabbath. I usually only wear black, and I just think it would be fun for people to come in and be just like alone and quiet at the bar while they listen to Susie and the Banshees.
nice?
Sounds wonderful.
That's got to happen.
We do service industry night every Sunday.
Yeah.
15% off for all of us service industry folks. $2 snackeries, free duck fat popcorn, and it's usually me and Chris, just agents of chaos.
It's our chaos night.
It's our chaos night.
We had some people come in 2 days ago on Sunday that were like, they're like, we see you have service industry. We're nurses, and I was like, yeah, sure, screw it. Like, you've gone through a lot this year. Absolutely.
Yeah, if anyone deserves it, they definitely do.
Yeah.
So it's 20% off if someone like has their healthcare
Oh,
Cool.
credentials.
And then we have break-even bottles on Wednesday where you
Yeah.
can come in and get like a really expensive pour or something for like super cheap. Maybe one per person.
Yeah, one. Yeah.
yeah.
One per person. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
That's awesome.
It's a good way to try, like,
Expensive stuff.
like
And that
that.
might be like a $45 pour, but then you can try it for like $9.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, like that's cool. And then you don't have to worry about like, you can find out if you like it or not. So it's just
Right.
like a nice, easy way to like get introduced to like these really high-end things that kind of seem a little on a pedestal.
yeah. And I think like that's also part of Matchsticks at its core is like, yes, we're here to do good drinks, we're here to give people great service, but then another goal is to have everyone that comes in here leave with like a little bit more knowledge about drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
we have
the-
a glossary in our book that's like, as soon as you open the menu, it's the first page, and it's a 2-page glossary of either, it can be anything as simple as to what absinthe is to what a milk wash is. And just kind of explain that process so that you're not reading this list of ingredients at a bar, at a craft cocktail bar in a basement, very lost, not having any idea what's going on. Like, we don't want to be pretentious. We want the public to learn. We want them to know what they're drinking.
And to Tessa's point earlier, like what we do with the staff, everyone tastes things. We do that with customers too. Like they'll be like, "What's chartreuse?" And it's like really hard to describe because you can be like, "Oh, well, it's like a little herbal, but it's also citrusy, but it's also really hot, but it's also a little sweet." And it's just like, "Here, just try it," So like we're like not shy and just being like, "We'll have a little sip," Tell me
Yeah.
what you think of it. Like, what's it like for you? Because that also might just shine light back on us, where it's like, "Oh, I never thought of it." Like they might just give some tasting note we never picked up on.
And then you notice it in the cocktail.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you know what flavors it's making.
Yeah.
It's picking out.
Yeah.
I can say personally, I mean, just having worked here for like a little less than 2 months, I feel like I have learned more than I have in the last year. In
Wow.
the 2 months that I've been here, and like, it's nearly impossible to walk in this building and not learn something.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's very
That's
very
exciting.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's what I want. I want to continuously grow and just learn. Like I seek out knowledge, and I am passionate about food, and I'm passionate about cocktails. And like when I feel like I'm not learning and I'm not growing, I feel stagnant, and it makes me sad.
Yeah.
And-
Got to keep those creative juices flowing.
exactly. Yeah, and that's something that I genuinely appreciate about Matchsticks for sure.
That is definitely the environment that PJ and Chris and Tess, who have been there the longest out of all of us so far, all of us sitting here, that is the environment they have fostered for sure, is education. I remember when I first started here, every time I would be leaving or every time I would see PJ again, it was, what did you learn last shift? Did you try anything new?
Something super important to mention, we have been doing a featured cocktail. The name of the cocktail is To Be Modern Women, or as I like to call it, Put Yourself in My Shoes. But $3 of the proceeds of every cocktail that we sell are going to Planned Parenthood. And it's a tequila, lychee, blue curacao, citrus, and spice cocktail. If the cocktail doesn't really sound up your alley or your jam, you can definitely just donate to Planned Parenthood. Yeah.
I love that. That's amazing.
But yeah, it was easily our best-selling cocktail this week.
Yeah, we
Which
sold
is awesome.
73 of them.
Yeah,
for
73 of them. It
Yeah.
doubled any other cocktail this week, which is
Very
awesome to see.
heartening.
There were also some extra, just
Whose
donations
cocktail is
of
that?
people
Who
who.
made it up that tasted it?
DJ made it up, yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listeners, please rate, review, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Seabus Craft Cocktail Tour. Visit our website at columbuscraftcocktailtour.com for cocktail tour dates, women and whiskey tastings, special events, merchandise, and if you're looking for a gift for that special person in your life, get them a gift card to our cocktail tour. Thank you to the biographer for our original music. And please remember to drink responsibly and be cocktail curious. Cheers.
This has been a Last Call Productions production.